everybody, welcome back to Dinner and a Tip. My name is Brenda. I am going to be your cooking guide. If you haven't already, please help me out and subscribe. So I apologize, I have been out for the last 10 days with a man cold and I have not been able to cook at all. My husband was lucky enough to get the mom cold, so he manned up and was taking care of everything. But now that we're feeling better, I still want some comfort food, so we are going to do a pasta du jour. Kind of like a copycat of what the Olive Garden is, but we're going to do a couple changes to make it a little bit better. So first of all, we're going to start with our broth. And I'm actually going to do the Better Than Bouillon Italian. You can certainly do a chicken, but I'm a big fan if I can get any extra flavors in. I'm a big fan of doing that whenever I can. We're going to go ahead and get this started. So I've got 3 cups of this. And then I'm going to do just 1 can of tomato sauce. This is like the regular small can. So I'm going to get that started, and then we're going to work on our sausage and our vegetables. So I am doing Italian sausage. I know Olive Garden does it with hamburger. This is kind of like a more spicy sausage that I'm using today. So you could either go sausage hamburger, or you could actually make this meatless if you would like. It's still going to taste great. So next, I'm going to go ahead and get our sausage started. And then we're going to work on our vegetables. Remember, when you're working with meat and then you're working with vegetables, definitely swap out your tools. Next, I'm going to go ahead and I've got 1 cup of carrots, 1 cup of onions, 1 cup of celery. And I'm just going to go ahead and stick that in the oil, and we're going to go ahead and get these guys softened up. Oh, so excited for soup. And I know we get a lot of people saying, why the hell are you making soup on the grill? Just because you can doesn't mean you should. Well, I'm a big believer. If I can, why shouldn't I? So, and no, my stove is working, but it's clean. It's been the cleanest it's ever been because I'm outside cooking all the time. So to answer those questions, that's why I do it. But there are plenty of people remodeling their houses, or the stove isn't working for some reason that day. So, or if you like camping, this is just a great option. I'm doing a lot less dishes because of this. So next, you can do either 1 can of diced tomatoes. I've got some end-of-life tomatoes coming up, so I figured I'm just going to do fresh today. I'm just going to go ahead and throw those down and give them a quick cook. So the pasta I'm doing, this is rigatoni. It's a little thicker than what Olive Garden has, but I wasn't able to find what they use. You could use any kind of pasta sauce, honestly. So, alright. Here we go. So we're just basically getting all of these warmed up, and then we're going to throw them in our soup while the sausage cooks. Next, for the sausage, I'm going to do a tablespoon of dry Italian seasoning. You could certainly add fresh if you would like. And then I'm also going to go ahead and hit this with some salt and pepper. And then we are going to heat up our beans next. So for that, I'm just doing 1 can of red beans and 1 can of white beans. This one, definitely drain the juices that are inside for these. Alright, our vegetables are cooking down. I'm just going to go ahead and throw our beans on the grill. You could certainly just throw them in a pot too, but this way I know they're getting heated up all the way right away. We're getting a little oil on this. And then I'm also going to go ahead, and this is about 1/2 cup, but maybe a little bit more, of fresh grated Parmesan. My noodles aren't actually cold, so I'm going to go ahead and throw these in here too while we're working on everything else. And then I'm going to do a tablespoon of garlic. We'll just go ahead and throw this in with the sausage, or wherever you'd like. Right. You could also, if you wanted to do sausage, you could do like the Jimmy Dean's breakfast sausage. You could do like the hot, spicy stuff if you're looking for a little bit more of a kick. This is, again, better than Olive Garden, so throw an extra flavor, throw an extra taste. Our sausage is just about cooked here. And our tomatoes are nice and cooked as well. All right. I'm going to start mixing all of our stuff together. Take our beans, make sure those are nice and warm. Especially if you're like cooking this outside and plan on serving it outside. That's the way it'll take a little bit of time to cook, heat everything up in there. So this is why I like just kind of cooking everything outside and just throwing it in and know that I'm good to go. Love smelling all those Italian seasonings and the garlic now that I can actually smell and taste again. Hope you guys are actually staying healthy this time of year. It seems a lot of stuff's been going around. All right, well that is just finishing off. Let's go ahead and start loading up our soup. And for the noodles, I did about 2 cups of cooked noodles for this. So I looked up the price of this soup at the Olive Garden, which is $8 for 1 bowl of soup. Granted, they come with those amazing breadsticks. And now that I'm thinking about that, that's one thing I forgot. I was going to bring out some breadsticks and heat up on the Blackstone. So I'm just going to go ahead and slide this over to the hottest part of my grill. Oh, looks so good. You guys are going to be so impressed with this one. And I'm impressed that my oven is staying clean because I'm always out here cooking. Alright. Again, I'm just going to go ahead and top it with some of our fresh Parmesan, just like you would get at the OG. Alright, take a look at that. I do have to agree. I actually like the sausage better with this. Gives it an extra little kick, but if you're traditional, just go ahead and stick with the hamburger. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for subscribing. Hope you guys are all well.